There are 10 million cancer survivors living in the U.S. today. For the first time in 30 years, funding was cut to the National Cancer Institute in 2006. It's time to make cancer a national priority. In May, the Lance Armstrong Foundation kicked off an initiative to unite people in the fight against cancer and end needless death and suffering from the disease. Across the country and across the internet, the LIVESTRONG Army is growing, and we're finally starting to make some noise.
We're in the middle of a war. And it's the war on cancer.
My name is Richard Nares, and I live in San Diego, California.
I'm Clyde Corrales. I'm a 3-year cancer survivor from Austin, Texas.
I'm from Tarrytown, New York.
Seattle, Washington.
I'm a breast cancer survivor.
Cape Elizabeth, Maine.
New York, New York.
I lost my wife to cancer.
Anderson, South Carolina.
Cancer survivor.
We lose about 600,000 lives a year to cancer, and up to a third of them didn't need to die. I mean, we could have cured them with all that we know today, the information, the technology, the science, the therapy, but they never had a chance.
It's time for our leaders to stand up and make a serious difference.
We think that we have an army of people that want to be engaged and want to make a difference.
Today is LiveStrong Day, a day where more than 10 million people around this country unite in the fight against cancer. Across the country today, we also have more than 230 events going on in communities to celebrate this notion of uniting in the fight against cancer.
People all around the country are mobilizing and coming together in a grassroots effort.
You guys want to help us make cancer a national priority?
We have 200 cancer survivors here with us, just on the Hill alone.
All of us are here today to affirm our support for important legislation, the Cancer Screening, Treatment, and Survivorship Act of 2007, that is supported by a bipartisan group that stands behind me. Representative Jan Schakowsky of Illinois, Representative Sue Myrick of North Carolina, Senator Tom Harkin, and Representative Lois Capps of California.
I'm at LiveStrong Day to educate our legislators about what happens locally and nationally in the area of cancer care, research, and funding.
Part of this legislation that has to do with screening is just simply common sense. It's catching something early, it's treating something early, and it's avoiding a major problem later on in life. Economically, morally, ethically, it all makes sense.
This is a pivotal time. I can walk, I can talk, I can be a voice. They said I was a big talker, so I'm here to do that.
I'm from Cape Elizabeth, Maine, and I lost my mother to cancer. The experience that I had with my mom caused me to want to be an advocate for all cancer and all cancer survivors.
We're ready. We're ready to start the fight. Ready to knock on doors. Make it a national priority.
We are here for the long fight. This is an army. This army is here with us, but this army is in neighborhoods, in schools, in churches, in homes, and they are ready to fight. We have many other cancer organizations joining us, and we look forward to truly uniting not only the cancer community, but individuals, legislators, organizations, and corporations, because this is a battle that affects all of us.
I think it's time to come together and refocus our efforts and make sure that the disease goes away.
Hey, we're in Iowa for RAGBRAI. For those of you who don't know, RAGBRAI is the Register's annual Great Bike Ride across Iowa. It's 477 miles all the way across the state from west to east. The Lance Armstrong Foundation is here talking to the people of Iowa and trying to encourage them to make cancer a national priority. You know, Iowa holds an important place in the presidential election process leading up to next year, and so we're excited to be here and participate in RAGBRAI.
Well, once we bring it all together and unite, it will be a very powerful voice.
Hey, we're outside the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa, where Lance is prepping for an interview with Chris Matthews, where he's going to talk about the LiveStrong Presidential Cancer Forum.
It's been great to be here in Iowa and just get to spread this message. It's so critical and so important. Having Senator Edwards here this morning on the bike, Senator Brown back again this afternoon. If it's the LiveStrong team, or if it's somebody wearing a LiveStrong jersey, or if it's just simply wearing a yellow wristband as we ride by, I can't tell you what that means. It just sends this message that cancer is a huge issue and must become a national priority.
We've had an amazing day in Iowa. We've met a ton of new friends. The LiveStrong Army is growing. There are thousands of people behind us that are part of our army. We're coming back in August to Iowa to talk to the presidential candidates and make cancer a national priority. We'll see you then.